Hello and welcome to the video. Recently I've been on a bit of a fitness journey and I have decided that I've had a little bit of inspiration from my fitness journey, so I want to talk to you about 10 fitness and exercise games you should play on Nintendo Switch. So are you looking to get fit? Are you looking to get healthy? Well, these are great games that can help boost perhaps your cardio or like your energy, your motivation, just from playing these games like probably for 10 minutes 3 times a week or something like that. You know, these are them kinds of games that I think you will find a lot of enlightenment from. Let's get to it. The first game I'm going to talk to you about is, I actually have an honorable mention I completely forgot to mention, so I'm going to do that now. And this game is ARMS. Now ARMS is not necessarily a fitness game, this is why it's an honorable mention. Now ARMS is a game where basically you have 2 Joy-Cons in your hand and you get to go into these arenas with a second player and you punch each other with like these super extendable arms, stretchy spring arms. This game is a lot of fun. I love ARMS for that. It's not a massively big game, it's just a fighting game with 2 to 4 players at a time. It's a game where you play as like these wacky characters and you get to punch each other through punching with the Joy-Cons, and yeah, you super extendable stretchy arms, and yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of hilarity I feel like in this game, and there's a lot of moments that are very fun. There's arenas which all have different style arenas and obstacles to jump around and move around and stuff like that. The controls are sometimes a little bit finicky. I feel like the way you have to hold the Joy-Cons and press the buttons and stuff is quite sometimes difficult to get what you want it to do, but it is what it is. You know, it's a gyro controlled game at heart. You can play button controls, but kind of defeats the purpose of the game, I suppose. But yeah, I highly recommend ARMS as well. That's an honorable mention though. But yeah, there we go. Probably the most obvious one, the one that really you should play, Ring Fit Adventure. So Ring Fit Adventure is a JRPG basically. It's a JRPG game that is based around the idea of fitness. So the idea is that when you play this game, you play with the Ring-Con, which is like this ring that you can get. The idea is that with the Ring-Con, you get to like squeeze it and stuff and move it around, and you attach a Joy-Con to it, and it uses gyro controls to basically activate the character on the screen who is you are that character. You also get a leg attachment as well, so you get like this leg brace that you put around your leg. It's like a leg strap, and what it does is that you put your Joy-Con inside that strap, and that registers your leg movements. So the idea is with this game you go through like this adventure style story mode, and throughout it you'll come across a character known as Drago, who is the villain of this game. You will play as yourself in this game, and you get guided by the Ring-Con, is known as Ring. Who would have thought about it? It is literally just a personal trainer that eggs you on and helps you throughout the game. I actually find it really great as a gyro controlled game. It works really well. It's very responsive. I think it's quite accurate as well from what I've seen from personal trainers playing it. They've said the cardio and the amount of like results and statistics that the game shows, and how much like measurement it takes on say like fat burning and that, I think it is quite accurate. Probably not 100% accurate, but it's very good. I actually really like this game because it is a JRPG. It's a story-based game, and there's a lot of like JRPG elements to it. So for example, you go into turn-based battles where you get to do like different exercises and use the Ring-Con to use these exercises to attack your opponents within the turn-based battles. Between the turn-based battles though, however, you will be doing running, or you'll be doing like squats, presses with the ring. I really could show you with the ring, I've got one. But yeah, things like that which basically exercise you and keep you moving basically. This game will absolutely floor you though. It's a very, very fast-paced and energetic game, and it does hurt like for the first few times that you play it. But that's kind of the whole point. If you're not feeling pain throughout exercise, then you aren't doing it properly. I mean, don't take that as a 100% true, because if you are feeling pain, then probably stop. But what I mean is, like, when it comes to exercise and you're doing cardio, you're always going to feel something. You're always going to feel a little bit of pain when it comes to doing exercise. So you know, that's how you test yourself and how you build up. And this game is very good at doing that. It keeps you going. The levels throughout the story mode get progressively more difficult. What I also like about this game as well is that you can actually set up that you could create your own sets as well, so you can do like your own personal exercise. You don't have to play the story mode if you don't want to, and you can do like your own sets for like 10 minutes or so. and just keep doing them if you really wanted to. Throughout the game though, however, you will come across more enemies and different kinds of gameplay mechanics that really keep the game entertaining. I really like this game, and I actually think they should make a sequel for this on Nintendo Switch too. The next game we're going to talk about is fitness boxing. Now, fitness boxing is exactly what it says on the tin. It is fitness using boxing, fighting training, whatever. Boxing is a personal favourite sport of mine. As someone who currently is going through a fitness journey themselves, the idea of doing fitness through boxing is a very, very great thing. I think that's a really cool opportunity. Basically, with this game, what you'll do is you'll have a personal trainer who shouts out a rhythm. There's loads of different tracks you box to. So what you'll do is on the screen, the game will tell you what hand to use. So you can use your left and right with the Joy-Cons in your hand. And you basically punch to the beat and punch to the rhythm and punch to your personal trainer. There's multiple games within this series as well. There's quite a few on Nintendo Switch. So there's lots of opportunities to play a different style fitness boxing game. So I highly recommend this. I think this is a really fun game with your Joy-Cons, and I think it's very fast paced and entertaining. So try it out. Next up is Just Dance. Now, I personally am not a massive Just Dance fan. I don't really like dancing, but I am going to recommend this game because I've seen people play it. It's one of those game series that I think a lot of people are very familiar with. Just Dance will beat you. Like this is a game that, because of the amount of movement you do and the amount of songs that you're likely to play while playing it, you will feel this game. It definitely does get your heart racing with the cardio side, and while it's not necessarily 100% a fitness game because the game is just a dancing game, it's not necessarily built for fitness, but you can count this game because the amount of movement and energy it gives you, like it's ridiculous how many calories you will burn playing this game. The idea of this game is you literally copy the movement on the screen, so you'll have an instructor on screen who are dancers. These dancers will basically dance to the song that you've chosen. So for example, you could choose a song like, I don't know, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, and you could dance to Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, following the instructor on the screen. With this, you will hold Joy-Cons in your hands, and you basically get points by being very in time and having fluent movements. It's a fun game, I guess. A lot of people love this one. It's great for parties, and I know that if you're a casual gamer, this is probably up your street. So I really like Just Dance for that. Am I a Just Dance fan? No, I don't really play it, but I know people do. My partner likes Just Dance. And it's fun for children as well. But yeah, as a fitness game, you can definitely play Just Dance as a fitness game. So moving on from Just Dance, you can then move to a game known as Zumba Burn It. Now this is a fitness game. This is a game which essentially takes Just Dance but turns it into a fitness game. Now Zumba Burn It Up is slightly different, however. With the dance moves in this game, it is not dancing as in like traditional style dancing. This is fitness dancing. So for example, you'll do exercises like you'll do stretches, you'll do twists and poses, yoga and stuff like that. Now Zumba Burn It is basically just dance in a way. You still dance to songs, but like I say, with the movements, they are very different. This is not traditional dancing, this is Zumba style movements. So if you like Zumba, it's one of those things that you can do in a gym, and it's very, very fun for a lot of people. A lot of people really like doing Zumba, so to have it at home on your Nintendo Switch is something that's actually quite ideal. Yeah, this is basically a Just Dance game, but more for fitness. So that's why I'm recommending it right now. The next game is more of a mini style game. The Jump Rope Challenge is a game that is very simple. It's literally just jumping over a jump rope, a skipping rope if you're in the UK. So a jump rope is the big long string things that you can get, and you twist them and you jump over them, and it keeps you energetic and you're jumping up and down. On screen there is like a bunny, and the bunny jumps up and down and you follow the bunny and you have to match the rhythm of the jump rope. There's different challenges you can take on as well. So how many jump ropes can you do within a certain amount of time, or like how many can you do before you basically mess up. Doing this, you will hold two Joy-Cons in your hands, and you will hold them like as if you're holding a skipping rope or jump rope, and you will basically twist them around like that, and you have to jump up and down. That's essentially the game. There's different, like I said, there's different challenges and stuff. So this is a game to think about. Obviously, jumping up and down on the spot with a jump rope motion, definitely going to wear you out, and it's probably really good for cardio. Next up is a game known as WarioWare Move It. Now, WarioWare Move It isn't necessarily a fitness game, but I will say it is a game that will tire you out. This game can be very fast-paced and energetic. For example, this game relatively uses gyro controls, motion controls, to match movements on the screen or take on little micro mini games, which that's kind of the point of WarioWare. It's a game where you play as Wario characters within the WarioWare kind of side universe in the Mario world. And Wario has to basically go through the story mode that is quite short. It's usually about 2 hours long. I think this game is roughly about that. And WarioWare move it throughout the game. You'll come across different little micro mini games. Some of them are Wario based, some of them are Nintendo based. Like you'll see games from like Animal Crossing or Zelda appearing here. If you've never played a WarioWare game, it's basically you'll take the Joy-Con and you'll just put them into like certain different movements, and you'll move the Joy-Cons around and follow what you need to do on the screen. It's a mini game collection basically, but it's to a rhythm or to a beat. It's very fun actually. WarioWare games are very fun. One of my personal favourites was on the Nintendo Wii, and it was called WarioWare Smooth Moves, which was relatively fun. But yeah, this is a game that will tire you out if you're playing with friends. Like I say, it's fast paced. There's a lot of moving to do. It's not necessarily built to be a fitness game, but it definitely does tire you out. Moving on from that is Nintendo Switch Sports, which is very similar in a way kind of to WarioWare, in the fact that this isn't really a fitness game, but it is as well, because you're playing sports. Throughout this game there's a collection of sports to play. One of my personal favourites here is tennis. You've also got games like bowling and football. You have Chambara, and you've also got golf. There's also different sports. Basketball is one of them, badminton, and also volleyball. There's a range of sports to play. While this is not necessarily entirely a fitness game, when you play this game, there's very much an experience of you will be burning calories, because you will be moving around a lot in this game. Tennis is one of the ones that really does get you going, especially badminton as well, and volleyball, which they also will get your heart racing, because you are moving around constantly, swinging your arms up and down. Chambara as well is one that you definitely will, your heart will race playing that, because you're constantly swinging your Joy-Con around like as if you're holding a sword. So yeah, it's one of those games that Switch Sports is definitely going to get you going. I remember I've had quite a few moments playing the game, and I've had to stop because my arms are aching or my legs are getting tired from standing up and moving my legs like playing football and stuff. Yeah, it's one of those games that, like I say, it's not necessarily a fitness game, but it's definitely a game that will get you going with your heart rate and cardio. I'm going to have a slip of my tea. Yes, that is Bandit from Bluey. Bandit from Bluey is a legend. Quite a big fan. My daughter brought me that mug for Father's Day. The next game I want to talk about is Fitness Circuit. Now, Fitness Circuit is very similar in a way to, say, Ring Fit Adventure. It's basically a collection of fitness games. It's not quite like Ring Fit Adventure in the fact that it's got a story mode and stuff like that, but it's similar in the fact that it's, in the way it plays, it feels very similar. It's kind of got that kind of like, you must do this daily kind of routine style gameplay where you play for like 3 times a week, 10 to 20 minutes at a time. There's a lot of different like modes and gameplay points to play, and I think this is a very relatively decent take on what Ring Fit Adventure is, but more bare bones. It kind of doesn't have any of the story mode stuff. Obviously it doesn't need the Ring-Con this game, so it measures you through Joy-Cons but without the Ring-Con, which is quite a nice change from if you want to get away from that kind of like Pilates style gameplay. So yeah, this is in a way it's kind of more of a straight to the point version of Ring Fit Adventure, Fitness Circuit, I feel. There's obviously running in this game, there's stretches and poses and yoga and stuff like that. So I think this is definitely a good version of Ring Fit Adventure if you want a more stripped down, straight to the point exercise game. One of the things that Ring Fit Adventure actually does kind of lack is its consistency to keep you moving, in the fact that this game really does focus on that. You can take a more advanced style of the collection of stretches and poses and yoga and strength movements, and do get in Ring Fit Adventure, but in this game, Fitness Circuit, I feel like it's more refined, and it basically is a more advanced version of that kind of mode in Ring Fit Adventure, where while Ring Fit Adventure kind of focuses on like the JRPG elements of the game, this game really focuses on all the fitness stuff. So that's kind of the whole point of this game. Next game we're going to talk about is Let's Get Fit. Now this is a program really. It's not necessarily a game. It's a program which is for fitness. So again, similar to Fitness Circuit, This game, however, is more of like a program that will help you understand how your levels in your fitness is doing, how much you're burning at the time, how long you've been doing exercise for, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what Let's Get Fit is. This is a program built for that. It's an advanced program. Is it a great game? Is it really a game? This kind of. I would maybe not say it's a game. I would say it's just there so that you can kind of manage your fitness and keep up to date with how you're doing. Obviously, this game gives you like certain poses and yoga and strength fitness things to do. You know, that's kind of what this game is. It's there for you to really register and put in what you've been doing as your fitness. Is it the best game out of these games? Probably not, but it's there if you really want to play it. I think it works as a fitness game, and if you want to learn more about your fitness and go for a more advanced level, then I think this is perfect. It's not necessarily a game you play for fun. It's more of a program. The next game I want to talk about, and the final game I'm going to talk about, is Knockout Home Fitness. Now, this is similar to fitness boxing, but this is more of a martial arts game. So instead of just doing boxing, you're doing karate, judo, tai chi, all those kinds of like martial arts style movements. That's kind of what this is. Knockout Home Fitness is pretty much a fitness boxing game, but more for like people who are into martial arts rather than just boxing. That's kind of what it is. Knockout Home Fitness. So there we go. There's 10 recommendations for fitness games. So I hope those games have kind of helped you understand some more fitness games if you're looking for fitness. Please let me know in the comments, is there any more fitness games or games you think you could recommend for anyone who is looking to get fit using a Nintendo Switch? Because it is quite a good tool to use for fitness, considering that there's gyro controls that are very responsive and detailed. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you've liked the video. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe on the video. It really helps out the channel. And check out this video right here. This is another video. This is actually a video about gyro controls, which I feel like you might like, because if you like fitness games, gyro controls are relatively quite cool as well. So, because a lot of these fitness games do use gyro controls. I think most of them do, in fact. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.